What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Game Nights. Thank you, as always, to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this content.
Now, we have Sean Plott, better known as Day9, and Ashly Burch on this episode to play Two-Headed Giant with M19, the new core set. But before we get to that, we want to shout out our sponsor, cardkingdom.com/commandzone. If you use that affiliate link when you order any of your Magic products, cards, singles, anything, you really will be supporting this show. Plus, we have a special offer going on.
That's right. For the month of July only, a lot of you have been asking, how do we unlock the Game Nights logo in Lifelinker, our app? We've never given this away now, and it's actually very simple. All you have to do is go to cardkingdom.com/commandzone and place any size order, and you will receive a code to unlock it inside the app, but it's only for this month.
Yeah, if you use the affiliate link to order literal anything, you will get the Game Nights background for Lifelinker. Again, it's only valid from now until the month of July. Once August 1 hits, the promo's over. So get on over there, use the affiliate link, get that Lifelinker background.
And as always, stick around to the end of the episode. We have a ton of giveaways to give to you, the listener, the viewer. So make sure you watch till then.
All right, on to the game. How's it, everybody? Welcome to the latest Game Nights. On this episode, we're bringing in two guests who you will definitely recognize.
We have a couple of people on here that we are huge personal fans of and have been waiting to get on the show since the beginning.
Hi, my name is Sean Plott, or if you want to refer to me by my chosen name, I'm Day9.
You know, Day9 and Spellslingers is one of the reasons that Game Nights even exists. They really pushed the envelope and leveled up Magic content for all of us.
And I'm thrilled to be here to go to battle in today's Game Nights.
Hi, I'm Ashly Burch. I'm a voice actor. You may have heard me from some games that you've played, and I'm on YouTube in different ways, and I've worked with Magic before. I got to interview Richard Garfield recently, which was super cool, and I'm really excited to be here on Game Nights to play some Two-Headed Giant.
Okay, well, as always, we have the M19 themed Ultra Pro playmats. Yeah! So because it's your first time on Game Nights, we actually have two first timers here. It's time to get knighted.
Sean, thank you for joining us on set today. Welcome.
It is a humble pleasure to be thumped.
Welcome to Game Nights.
Yes.
Good
Do I get a fun name, like a fun designation?
Yes, Ashly Burch. I dub thee Sir Ashly, Duchess of Phoenix.
Thank you.
Welcome to Game Nights.
Only one may stand.
So normally we would play the game here, but on this episode we get to do something even more fun. We get to crack some packs.
Oh, yes.
So the core sets are back, which I'm really excited about. To me, it's the pure form of the game, and we're gonna be playing M19, and the format is Two-Headed Giant.
We've played this on the show before, and it's a really fun, exciting way to play Magic. You crack open packs, you build two decks for you and a teammate, and you play as one team against another team who's done the same thing.
So we're both going to be opening a total of 12 packs, and we're going to try to find what the big themes are and build two different decks out of them. The first thing that we're looking for is some big, common idea that just keeps coming up in our cards.
So one of the first things we notice when we're opening up our packs is we have a lot of big green creatures. And Sean's really excited about getting huge dinosaurs and dragons and stuff onto the battlefield and bashing in.
So the goal of my deck is built around these giant creatures. And all my cheaper stuff is the red burn spells and a handful of things that help get me more mana. It's all a game of delaying until we get to these gigantic big bad boys.
So what I ended up with is all our blue and white control cards. Counter spells, removal, ways to chip in there with damage, but that's not my primary role. What I'm really here to do is stop Jimmy and Ashly from advancing their game plan. It's kind of like having a tank and a support class in like an RPG or something.
So Jimmy and I are going through the packs and finding some really cool cards in there, and we're trying to figure out what decks we should build.
One thing that stood out immediately is that we have some really powerful creatures in green and red.
My favorite thing to do in Magic is to play big creatures that do a lot of damage, so I'm building mostly a red-green deck with some little black sprinkled in for a surprise.
My deck has a lot of counter spells as well as card advantage and a couple of evasive threats. I have creatures that can make other creatures fly when they attack, unblockable creatures, and a creature that can give other creatures unblockable.
Okay, the decks are built.
It's time to play.
Okay, you guys ready to play?
Listen, I'm confident.
Oh, this
because
does. Yeah, all right.
So I have a 2-land hand, and I know I'm supposed to chuck it back. I don't even have both my colors, but dude, when I get there, and I know I'm gonna get there, I know I'm gonna draw exactly what I need. And it's gonna feel so good.
Ah, perfect. And I will play a land,
Okay.
and then pass turn.
Okay, you ready?
Start of turn, untap, upkeep,
Draw.
Oh man. Okay. Oh.
What happened to the confidence? Just one draw in it.
Do we have to do it at the same
No.
time?
No.
No, we don't, but we can.
Well, you
Yeah,
can. Yeah, that's
Like
cute.
we're a wedding procession. I'm like, and left
And right, and pass
to turn.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, we're gonna draw.
So
a
drawing
card.
cards.
Play land.
I'll also play land.
Oh,
Do you
she
have
got a
any-
mountain.
yeah.
Not fair.
I'm gonna also.
What is your hand?
Okay, hold on, sorry.
Anyone will pay attention to me. I'm gonna tap 2 and then play Druid of the Cow.
All right.
So I'm really excited I got this card because it's gonna let me ramp to my big bad boys even faster. So I'm super stoked about that. Everything's going according to plan.
I will also tap 2 mana and play Omen Speaker.
Oh, and
So
scry.
I will scry 2. This is great on turn 2 because it lets me plan out my draws, and in the control deck, it lets me make better decisions against my opponents. I am going to bottom both of these cards and pass to you.
So we kept a little bit of a sketchy hand on Sean's side, and seeing Ashley get some ramp going with this druid, it doesn't bode well for us. All right, draw.
Oh my god, I am so lucky. I'm just playing it. I'm playing it right now.
I never doubted it for a second.
I thought it would feel so good, and it does feel so good.
Okay, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, guys, it's really important for me to tell you it's your turn.
Oh boy, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Untap, upkeep, a draw.
And then we're gonna go to combat.
Okay.
This is
We're both going
Going
to
to
attack Sean.
bring it on. I'm a robust man. So I take 1. I take 1, and that means
We take
we
two.
take what?
What happened to the map?
Take one.
Two. What?
Listen, I did major in math, but I'm better at letters instead of numbers.
So
1
do I.
plus
Yeah.
1 is.
I'm suspicious that Josh might have a counterspell that can only counter creatures. I have one in my deck, so I know it's in the set. So to play around that, Ash and I are both gonna play non-creature spells. I'll play another land,
And I'll also play another land.
and
I'm going to play Manolith. So I really want to play my big stuff because that's, you know, the deck's built around getting big bad boys that are going to do a bunch of damage out, and that's what I want to do.
I'm actually kind of starting to worry that Ashley's ramp is going to be way better than mine.
I'm also gonna tap 3 to play this Divination.
Oh, nice.
Draw 2 cards.
Wow, I'm jealous.
And then, Ashley and I need to inform you that it is now your
That's wrong. I'm glad you whispered it. I'm glad it wasn't loud. We hope the mic didn't pick it up.
All right, untap. I like these turn 3 plays from Jimmy and Ashley because it didn't really add to the board much. It gives us a chance to catch up here.
Ashley, what a turn. I'm going to play a forest. I'm going to use all my mana to play a Manolith.
Oh!
So Sean is putting out a Manolith, and I just put out a Manolith. It's like he's copying me, but worse, because I actually have a creature out, and I'm attacking him.
I see you, man. That looks like this. This looks like this. What's going on here?
So I'm not really that upset about it. I think it's kind of funny, actually.
Okay, I will tap 3 and I will play Psychic Corrosion.
You're very rude.
That is awful. This is really scary because it tells us that we have to kill them before that card takes our entire deck out. And if Josh has any abilities to make himself draw cards, oh, it's gonna be really bad for us.
Two-headed giant games tend to go a little bit long. Also, if you mill out one of your opponents, then both of them are knocked out.
So, it's your turn. Please enjoy.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Draw for turn? Want to poke him in the eye?
Yeah, that
Hey.
sounds nice.
We'll attack you guys.
We have no blocker still. So we'll take 2.
And then I'm also going to play Draconic Disciple. So I'm gonna have 7 mana now, which is great because this deck is all about getting big bad dragon boys out so I can use them to kill Josh and Sean.
I'm holding up mana here because look, we're already ahead on board, and if our opponents don't do anything, then that's great for us. And if they do, well, I might have an answer.
Pass the turn. Pass the turn.
Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn.
We're supposed to go.
Receive
Yeah,
the
we passed
turn. Untap the land. Draw
The card.
Okay.
Mill you for 2.
Oh, both of us? Wait, this
Oh,
is
wait, it's
absurd.
whenever.
Whenever I draw a card.
Oh, this is the most painful part of Magic for me because not only is the milling killing me really slowly, but sometimes I also have to watch my best cards go away forever.
No, I wanted that one.
The thing to keep in mind here is that these are only 40 card decks, which means that the clock is actually faster than it might seem.
Remember, in any card game where there's a mill, there's a way. And then I will play Draconic Disciple.
What a surprise.
Where have I seen that?
Deja vu.
It's getting to be the point where I feel like he's trolling me Do you guys know if he's trolling me? Would you tell me?
I could counter that because I know how good it is, but honestly, it's not that scary right now, and I'm honestly more afraid of what Josh has, so I'm gonna wait it out.
Should I,
Yeah.
But I think Jimmy will just
Ashes.
He's just gonna counter it.
I'm not gonna counter you, I promise. God, why would I counter you? That would be such a bad play, right?
This is a pretty tough decision. I'm pretty sure Jimmy has a counterspell. At the same time, because we're already behind on board, I don't think we can afford to just not play anything.
Listen, don't tell Josh this, but his job is not to have the big creatures. If it gets countered, it's fine, man. I'm the creature guy.
And then I will play a Leonin War Leader.
Woo! Got him! That thing has to get countered. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't play like a 1-drop or anything. So, unfortunately, I will need to tap 4 mana and cast onto Ash. And I'm gonna turn that kitty into a skeleton.
I didn't know that it was Bone to Ash. See, this is a blowout because it's a 2-for-1. If it was just a counterspell, at least we break even, right? They use the counterspell card, we lose our creature card. This is bad, so probably shouldn't have walked into it.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I think it's the best white card we have.
Yeah.
And then I will draw a card.
All right.
I'm done. You done?
I'm done. All right.
You want to do this one?
Sure.
Go. Oh, very simple. Draw for a turn.
I'm pretty excited about this because I have 8 mana and now I finally have something to use it on because that's what you get for trying to copy me. So I'm gonna play Spark Tongue Dragon. And it deals 3 damage to any target, and I'm gonna do it to your Draconic Disciple.
And again, we get 2-for-1. Now we have 0 creatures. They got a dragon, these little 1/3s, a 2/2. Look at their board. They have a million things. We have like nothing. This is, it's not going very good.
I only have 4 mana. She's casting stuff for 8.
How does Ashley have 8 mana? It's turn 5. What is this, Commander?
We're gonna enter combat, and I'm gonna poke 1 good eye with my Omen Speaker. I'll attack you for 1.
Who is being attacked? Jimmy.
Josh.
Nice.
We still have no blockers, so we take 1.
Okay. Josh and Sean have 0 board presence. They have an enchantment and an artifact. We're in a great position, and it's about to get even better. And then I'm gonna play a land, and I will tap 5 mana to play Tezzeret, Artifice Master. So when Tezzeret enters the battlefield, he comes in with 5 loyalty. I'm gonna plus Tezzeret, and I'm gonna make a Thopter. Wow, this Planeswalker has so much value packed onto it. You can draw up to 2 cards later on in the game, and as soon as he comes out, he goes up to 6 loyalty and makes a Thopter. That is really hard to deal with, especially because they have nothing to attack him with.
They have a Planeswalker?
And then we will pass.
The
Turn.
All right.
Untap.
Untapping.
Let's draw something really good. That's gonna trigger my Psychic Corrosion. Mill you for 2.
Oh, my dino!
Mill.
Okay, so it looks like the plan of milling them out is just looking like it's gonna be too slow.
There's something that's very important to me.
Yeah.
Play the Elvish Rejuvenator.
Oh,
a 1/1 that lets me fix some of the mistakes that I've been doing. So it lets me look at the top 5 cards in my library. I can put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Now I have a 1/1 on turn 5. Ooh. So the Elvish Rejuvenator will snatch a mountain from the deck.
Very nice.
And then I will play Hieromancer's Cage, targeting Tezzeret. This is great. We get rid of the Planeswalker, but the problem is we didn't deal with any of their creatures. So we're still in a bad spot, but at least we could come back from this spot. If Tezzeret's just going, we have no chance. So at least we're in the have a chance category. So you're saying there's a chance. Chief of the turns, take it away.
Director of Turn Exchange.
Oh, director. You got
Yes.
I don't think you got a promotion when I was looking here.
It's your turn.
All right.
Hey, thanks.
We'll untap, and then we'll go to combat.
Yep.
Combat time.
Swing with everything.
Swinging with everything.
I think we just literally block the Draconic Disciple with the Elvish Rejuvenator.
Elvish Rejuvenator dies. Thanks, buddy.
Go to damage.
Yep.
Take 6. So you go to 19.
They have so many things, Josh.
They have way more things than we do.
So when baby turtles hatch out of the eggs, they go from the beach into the sea, and it's a beautiful thing. But imagine if you gave them little tiny swords. That's kind of how I view our opponents right now, right? Nothing to worry about. I personally could easily take on like 1,000 little baby turtles. But we're actually at 19. Maybe I'm literally gonna get overrun to death by tiny turtles.
Turtles?
Are you dead yet?
No.
Are you dead yet?
No.
You know what? Laugh it up, man. Laugh it up. How many cards are left in your library?
They start poking faster. M19 is back. The core sets have returned. It's how I got into Magic 4 years ago with M15, so I'm really excited. And if you want to pick up any of the cards that you've seen today on the show or in the set, cardkingdom.com/commandzone. It's our sponsor. And hey, the Elder Dragons. These cards look insane.
Yeah.
I can't wait to build some decks around them.
The Flip Nicol Bolas is in this set. You know you want that stuff. And if you use the affiliate link, when you order cards you're going to get anyway, you just get the Game Night's Lifelinker background thrown in for free. So why not do it?
Why not do it?
And also, while you're there, you can pick up Eclipse sleeves, Relic tokens. Ultra Pro has been a great sponsor of our show. And also, speaking of the Elder Dragons, if you didn't notice, we are each using an Elder Dragon playmat on this episode. Those things are sweet. Thank you, Ultra Pro. I mean, why wouldn't you? Don't... it hurts, man. It hurts a little bit. No.
Your arms are huge, man. I gotta use 2 hands. Two-handed giant! Death by 1,000 cuts. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna tap 3 mana, and I'm gonna play the Pegasus Courser.
Oh.
Pegasus Courser is another great way to add a little more evasion to the board because it can jump another creature and send it flying on the attack. So even if they play some big ground blockers to stop our weak power creatures, doesn't matter. We're still gonna be hitting them in the air. So this feels great.
And then we're passing the turn.
Okay.
Untap.
A kind of subtle thing, though, that happened this turn is that Ashly didn't actually play anything, which is a good sign for us because it gives us a chance to maybe catch up.
Draw. That will trigger my Psychic Corrosion and mill you guys for 2.
Jeez.
Wait, put your graveyard next to your deck. Are they like the same thickness?
I was kind of poo-pooing the whole milling strategy before, but Jimmy's actually getting kind of low. And if Jimmy mills out, then I also lose.
I'm going to start off by playing Take Vengeance, and I'm going to take vengeance upon the dragon.
We're in a racing situation right now, but it's a little different because it's their life total versus the amount of cards in my deck. Now with the dragon gone, the race might actually have turned in their favor because all we have left are a bunch of little guys with 1 power.
And then I'm gonna tap my forests and my mountains in order to produce another mana lift. So this is my DIY land situation. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Thorn Lieutenant. I have been all kinds of punished for keeping this 2-land hand. I do not have the mana that I need, so this 2/3 at the very least is now the most powerful defense that we have against the onslaught of 1/3s.
So the tables have kind of turned here. We kill their biggest threat, the dragon, and now we have a blocker that can stop some of the damage coming at us. We don't actually have to attack them because of the Psychic Corrosion and the mill plan. We can actually just get to stalemate, get to parity, and that will be in our favor.
Okay, we pass the turn.
Okay, at end of turn, I'm gonna cast Spitflame, targeting your Thorn Boy.
All right, Lieutenant will die, but it triggers the ability, so I get a 1/1.
Sean gets a little value out of that Thorn Lieutenant, but it's just a 1/1, which means that we can continue attacking the way we have been, which is super important if we want to race them down to 0 before my deck runs out of cards. All right, untap.
Okay, we're going to combat.
Okay.
We're swinging with everything.
And Pegasus Courser will trigger, and it's going to target Draconic Disciple.
So we're not blocking, and we're gonna take
6.
Do you want to do every other life point?
Okay, ready to go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, boom.
It's funny how they're having fun losing.
I know, it's
So
sweet.
cute. Okay, we put them down to 13, but this is a really bad spot because I'm looking at Ashly's hand and I'm looking at mine, and we have no plays.
So I'm sitting here on this stockpile of mana that I'm spending on nothing because I haven't drawn any of my big spells. We're doing all right still, but I feel like unless I start pulling some big cards that we might be in some trouble.
Pass the turn.
They did nothing? Sweet.
So we take more damage and our life total is getting low, but at the same time, neither Jimmy or Ashly even played a spell this turn. This is our chance here to catch back up. Sean finally has enough mana to cast some of his big spells. Maybe we could stabilize here.
And then triggering our Psychic Corrosion.
Okay, so we're gonna mill 2. And all the while, my deck is getting thinner and thinner.
Jimmy only has 10, 11, 12 cards?
My discard pile is bigger than my deck right now.
So I'm gonna start off by playing another Take Vengeance, this time targeting the Pegasus Courser.
Bye.
And then I'm gonna slam down the Colossal Dreadmaw. A very frowny person once told me to never get your hopes up, so that way you won't be disappointed. But I got a 6/6. We finally got a big green man. I'm sorry, I'm drooling. I'm actually this excited.
Pass the turn.
Done.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay, we will untap
I'm
the
actually
cards.
feeling good now that we got our Dreadmaw down.
So we were unstoppable killing machines until Sean plays one card, and now we have no good attacks.
I'm hoping this is the moment where we turn the corner and we can just sit behind this giant dinosaur and wait for them to mill out.
I still haven't drawn any big spells, so I'm just sitting here. Luckily, Jimmy's been drawing cards and holding on to stuff.
Okay, I'm going to play Exclusion Mage, targeting your Elf Warrior.
Wait, you're not returning the Colossal Dreadmaw?
No.
I do not like Jimmy's confidence. Oh yeah, definitely bounce the 1/1, not the 6/6. Absolutely, that's the play. Probably means the 6/6 is not long for this world.
And I'm gonna tap 3 more mana, and I'm gonna cast Luminous Bonds, targeting your Colossal Dreadmaw.
Okay, so he is long for this world. He just can't do anything.
And then
Now?
combat.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna swing out.
The best part about having no creatures on board is that it makes the blocking phase far easier. Oh, we're going to 8, aren't we?
Yeah, it's not the best.
So they have an empty board again, and we have a lot of creatures, but just seeing how one creature from Sean stopped all of our attacks makes me really nervous. So I'm gonna make a play that will hopefully force Josh's hand the next turn, time walk him, and get us ahead just a little more so we can close out the game. I'm gonna tap 2 mana, and I'm gonna cast Disperse, targeting Hieromancer's Cage.
Oh man, that's not good. So Hieromancer's Cage goes back to my hand, which brings Tezzeret back.
And then I'm going to immediately plus Tezzeret to make another Thopter. I know Josh can just replay the cage on my Tezzeret again next turn, but here's the thing. He's gonna use most of his mana doing it, and more importantly, he probably won't be able to play anything else to stop my flyers from coming in.
So this could spell disaster.
Okay, we're gonna pass the turn.
So if these guys don't play some blockers, then we have enough damage on the board to kill them, win the game. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic.
Okay, draw a card and trigger Psychic Corrosion again?
All right.
Yeah, mill for 2.
Wanted
Gale
him.
Engineer, dang it.
Jimmy's deck is getting so low, we just gotta find a way to hold on. Then I'm going to replay Hieromancer's Cage, targeting Tezzeret.
Right, we saw this coming, but at least I got a Thopter out of it and something that they can't block. So what's Josh gonna do with 3 mana here?
And then I will now be shockingly shooting the Draconic Disciple. So they're just summoning little pinging tiny things, little 1/1s, 1/3s, 2/2s. If I can blow up this 2/2 dragon so it doesn't become a 5/5 dragon, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I will now spend 6 mana to cast Lathlith.
Whoa, what the heck?
Ooh, Lathlith might actually be the wall that we need to get through this. There's actually no good attacks right now because all they have is tiny little dudes and we have a gigantic dragon. Forgot to breathe.
Oh, crap. Fortunately, they're at such a low life total that they can't attack with it, but my deck is looking really thin, which means that Ashly and I have about 3 or 4 more turns to figure out a way to get around this. But if we can't, I'm gonna die to milling. Okay, if we can't deal with that, we will lose the game.
There's another thing that if you can't deal with, you probably lose the game. It is a second Psychic
Are you
Corrosion.
serious? Okay, we don't have 3 or 4 more turns. We have like 2 more turns to figure this out. I'm getting milled twice as fast now. This is so bad.
Farts. There's so much whiplash in this game. I feel like we get ahead and then they knock us back and then we get ahead. I need stability, man.
We need to survive for 2 more turns. Let's do this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Ash drew a pretty good spell.
Okay, I will cast Prodigious Growth on my Druid of the Cowl.
So it's an 8/10. Yeah. Okay, this is bad. Luckily we have a 6/6 flyer, so we can still block, and with the trample, I think we go down to 1, so we're not just dead here.
So this is great. We've got an 8/10 creature now, but they're not technically dead yet. And I'm going to cast Rabid Bite. And I target and I kill your dragon.
Oh.
Okay, so we are just dead here. With no blockers, they got a huge 8-power creature and a bunch of little ones, and we're at 8 life, so...
We'll go to combat.
Yeah.
We're swinging with everything.
How much is it?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right, Josh, you ready to do it with me? 3, 2, 1.
Good game.
Oh.
Good game.
Turtles.
And we won!
Yay!
One of the things that's always really great about Magic is that the sets play so differently, and also the formats play so differently.
I'm so happy to see core sets return to Magic. They're one of my favorite ways to play. They're like such a pure form of the game.
It's funny when you're playing games with friends, because obviously it's a competitive game, but we did so much just laughing and joking, and it's such a nice sort of way to spend time with people. I really like it.
And frankly, one of the big reasons I play Magic in real life is just the social aspect. It's talking to the person on the other side of the table. When you got a buddy to your right that you get to scheme with, oh my god, it just made for a fantastic afternoon.
Magic's a pretty special game.
Gaming is fun, and sometimes all people focus on is winning, but honestly, today showed me that so much of it's also about getting to hang out with friends that you don't normally get to see and playing with them, but we still won. I mean, we crushed them. It wasn't even close. It was just an utter beatdown. I don't think we lost a single point of life, but it's still all about the friendship and the good times. But we still won.
All right, you made it to the end of the episode. Yes. Thank you so much once again to Ultra Pro, who's been a wonderful sponsor of this show and all of our content. And they provide us with all the cool stuff you see in the episode. So sleeves, deck boxes, and especially on this one, Elder Dragon playmats. This is chromium.
Right.
Look at this.
So that we can give them away to you. These have been signed by Day9, Ashly Burch, Josh, and myself. And trust me, you're going to want to win one of these. It's actually very simple to enter. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/commandcast. Click share to your public profile on that post, and you'll be entered. If you're on Twitter, tweet a link to this video, use the hashtag Game Nights, and you'll be entered as well. You have 1 week from the posting of this video to get your entries in, after which we'll declare the winners on Twitter and Facebook, and hopefully, it'll be you.
Yeah, and you.
And you.
And you.
Up to 10 people win every single time.
Right.
That's amazing.
Pretty crazy. What are you still doing here? Go and enter. You know you want one of these. All right. Thanks for watching.
I want to see you next time.